This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome, folks, to John O'Quinn Field in Houston, home field of the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. Comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11, not good field position to start the drive. They're going to the air on the first play. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered this.
And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Houston. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open. field. You know, he has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And now from the pistol formation. Looking for some space. It's Murphy.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. Get a little bit closer to the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Pressure is coming. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's intercepted. He could go inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The defense contributes 6 points.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of this quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop, but then lose the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Design quarterback run. And we're able to get him down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. In the red area, it's Murphy. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
The Dogs look to keep this drive moving. QB keeper all the way. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield with the left. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're set now to try the PAT. They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Dogs pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his target. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
2nd down after that short completion. Looking to throw it again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Murphy. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Bulldogs will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. Direct snap to the back. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
QATD is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Bringing pressure. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. A deep shot right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And it's a direct snap. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. from deep in the end zone. He'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. They get the second half started with a running play. He brings him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He keeps it on a design run. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Gain of 1. First down for the offense.
The Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, no penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. And we've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He fires downfield. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back. And how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Houston.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point makes the lead 11. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Selvia. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Third down play here out of the shotgun. It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And here's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. Picks up the first, looking for more. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
Good enough for a first down.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back. Stop for no gain there. That'll do it for the third quarter. The final quarter coming up next. And as we wrap up the third quarter, check out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught by the receiver. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Dogs. Look out, whole different game now.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. Here's the option play. He lost the football near the goal line. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Houston, 28. Georgia, 23.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's in the clear. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. And the huge gain is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights through the tackler.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
That's the challenging aspect of these RPOs, kind of that gray area on the read. The quarterback felt he could pull that and try to make a play off to his right, but the defense is all over the quarterback and they push him backwards.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Gets into space at the 50. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Well, the defense does a great job of preventing a big play downfield. The only thing they don't account for is the quarterback's legs on third down. And because of that, he picks up a first down and gets a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Cut quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, I love to see this. Nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing by checking it down to his back, who's dangerous in the open field, picks up some really good yards, but that clock is still a big factor here.
So 5-point game, they need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Breaks free. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, that is every defensive lineman's dream. And he played running back in high school or Little League. He showed some tremendous athletic ability once he came up with that interception to take it into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Selvia. It got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a late, deep throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Pressure is coming. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
This is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Takes a deep shot down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.